Hey everyone, Jason here. The Banshee was silently introduced in Hotfix 67. You can find her in the Ruins map in the Great Hall module. Just take the stairs down at the northwest or southeast side. The Banshee has 5 different attack patterns that she spreads between 4 of her phases. Each phase transition means a quarter of her health has been taken. But before I get into all that, let me just say this boss requires a good pair of headphones and 2 ears. Also, there are souls in this arena that apply a hearing debuff. You'll want to collect them during this 3rd phase transition, but avoid them otherwise. At around 5 to 7 stacks, it becomes really difficult to hear the audio cues, and at 8, well... You have no ears, no eyes! Anyhow, on to the attacks. Here the Banshee will spawn 4 missile spawners in a small arc around your character. You're going to want to strafe parallel to the ends of the arc. This is much easier to do when you can see them, but they can spawn to your side, behind you, or even inside the walls if you're too close to it. If this is the case, then you'll need to rely on audio cues to detect them. You can also crouch duck them if you run towards them. The next common attack is the hide. This attack is very audio cue dependent. She'll twirl and disappear, and then reappear after one of her voice lines. I find it easiest if you turn slowly during the audio cue. This will help you pinpoint where she's going to attack from. You might feel something like a dog or a bat echolocating. If you have too many souls stacked up, you won't be able to hear anything, and at that point, you are out of luck. If you can't hear a difference between the left and right channels, then she's either in front or behind you, and you should turn. The Banshee's pull attack is very easily strafed, but you can also duck under it and get a lot of damage in. Sometimes the textures on the bottom of her dress don't come back. During the bomb orb, the Banshee summons a missile that follows you very, very slowly. Still, I've died to this more times than I care to admit. Just don't get backed into a corner or jump into it. Other than that, there's not much to it. It doesn't have too much health. In a base cleric kit, it took 4 hits to kill. The final main attack is the DVD rush. Here she'll bundle into a fog ball and bounce off the walls. To identify this attack, listen for her scream and look for the lack of glowing purple hands. Some people like to stay on the corners, but I feel like it could be easier just to stay in the center and strafe. You'll also be able to collect more souls in the center. And you'll avoid the DVD corner bounce. And that's all the main attacks. With each phase transition, she'll do a similar wail. But you can recognize it's a phase transition by the glowing purple hands. The first wail, Corruption, prevents you from healing. The second skill, Silence, prevents you from using your abilities. And the third wail, Sentence, does tick damage. The only way to dodge these is to step out of the arena or collect 8 stacks of souls. If you lose the stack, then you'll get the debuff or take damage from Sentence. In the 4th and final phase transition, the Banshee will drop to her knees and initiate a long sequence of multi-missile attacks. After this long sequence is finished, the Banshee will continue to kneel there and sob. At this point, any amount of damage will kill her. Congrats, you've killed her. Hopefully this guide helps you. Until next time.
You think YouTube gonna let you steal for your thumbnail? I think you thought you'd crap, but then let in some detail. This ain't Snake, there's no credit found. Bolt your ass and hide the spellbook when no one around. Run! The audience not dumb. You got 100k, but you just lost one. And why you taking from a channel with full hun? Certified poster boy, certified take your style. Catch me in the cave. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a kid? Ain't you tired? Trying to take a file when it's probably not a PDF. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Be not like this. Wait, not like this.